言うことは一つだけ。そりゃファイヤー。
Hello everyone, SilverDono is back again with another Captain Tsubasa video. In this video we'll be taking a look at the new Germany banner, and we'll be discussing the new Schneider and the new hidden ability Miller. So let's get started. This Schneider is, as always, is a forward and a striker, and I give him the rating of A. He's not as broken as everybody thinks, but oh boy, he is really good, and we will be seeing why. Is he go for broken? The answer is maybe. He's really good, but I would not go all in for him, especially if you already have Napoleon and Mortez. If you are missing one of these two, he is actually really good, especially in Blue EU. In Rainbow EU, you might actually need better options. Like all Schneiders, this Schneider's main job is to score for you. He has a very good power when it comes to shooting, and his shot is not as bad. It has some downsides to it, but we're gonna see why it's not as good as everybody thinks. He's the first Blue Schneider we got in a very long time, obviously. The last Blue Schneider we got was the Wakabayashi killer. It was more than a year ago. So this one is actually a very good one, especially people been waiting for a Blue Schneider in a long time. So if you're a die-hard Schneider like myself, you should go for him. He has an 11k base shot, and he has a 13.5k shot when he is inside the penalty area, which is a really good thing about him. He might actually have higher shot inside the penalty area than the Dreamfest Schneider. But as I said, the downsides for him is mainly with his shot. Not only it's actually a double shot that requires you to have cults, so if you do not have blue cults, that might actually be a problem for you to perform that shot. But also it has a lower momentum at 440, even though it has to blow away, similar to Santana's Golden Eagle shot. But for those who actually play Santana's shot, they know that this shot is actually lacking power. So let's take a look at his pros. 9.4k dribble and 11k shot is really good for a forward. As I said, his shot has the 2 blow away effect, which is really good. He has also an easy farm, the dribble, and 1-4 skill, especially if you've been playing this game for over a year. I'm sure you at least have an A50 in your inventory of his dribble. He has a very good stats when he's inside the penalty area. So he's really good when you're actually able to get him inside the penalty area. He's actually very rewarding. The cons for him though, you need actually to replace his shot with a better shot. Even though his shot is actually really good, is not good enough to score in a very high level goalkeepers these days. In general, I would say if you have Napoleon and Mortez, even Pierre, this one could be replaced easily. About the limit break, it's really standard. Go all in for dribble and all in shot, and you should be all good to go. Alright, now let's take a look at his stats. His stamina is over 1000, which is always a really good thing. His dribble is really nice, 9.4 outside the penalty area, which means it's underrated by so many defenders. They will not know that they should actually pick the tackle to deal with him. The shot is actually 11k as we discussed, but it's actually very rewarding when you're inside the penalty area. It is when actually gets really like the shit starts happening. The pass is very bad. I would not give him the 1-2 or the 1-4 skill. Most of the time you will lose the ball versus any interceptor. His tackle is actually very good. If you have the ADAX tackle, you should give it to him. He will be hell for defenders to deal with him. His block, you do not need that. About the intercept, it's actually very decent, I want to say. Not many defenders has very good pass stats, so with him having actually a pass and intercept scale, that's actually very good, and they will make it very hard for defenders to deal with him. You need actually to care about the trap, and oh boy, that trap is actually really good inside the penalty area. The one of the main downsides I do not like about him, he has zero buff for his aerial shots, which makes him a really bad when it comes to aerial shots. That's why I'm not recommending having any aerial shots on him at all. Even though he have access to two of them, they are not as rewarding as the other players having a buff for their aerial shots. Alright, let's take a look at his skills or recommended skills. I would recommend not giving any balls for his chipping fire. His flaming interception is actually a really good skill if you'd like to give it some black balls so he can actually level it up and make it more of a problem for defenders to deal with him. His new fire shot is what I would recommend giving him from the Dreamfist Schneider if you have a dupe. This shot will make this one even more of a problem for goalkeepers to deal with him. The Kaiser step is almost a must. It is your easier way to get inside the penalty area to deal with defenders. So give him an A81 if you already have one in your inventory. The other easy way to get inside the penalty area is actually the Kaiser tackle. If the ball is with a defender, cut the ball with that skill, get inside, boom, you scored. It's actually that chipping fire is really cool skill, but the lower momentum on it and the lower impact on it, it's not what makes this shot very good. And for those, as I mentioned, they have the Santana's Golden Eagle shot, they know exactly how the lower momentum is actually not as good. So yeah, that's basically my idea how you should build Schneider. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you. What? You want me to speak about Miller? What do you want me to say about Miller? He's just broken. He's just broken as fuck. He has anti-aerial buff. He has safety zone. He has pedal to the middle. He uses the full passive on the first two catches with increased stamina now. What do you want to know? You want to hear some numbers? It doesn't matter. He will catch all your shots, so yeah. He's broken. He's the best blue goalkeeper now. Just go and get him. Yeah. That's it.